It is very windy where I am right now. I'm actually Barry in your constituency walking, right? So I guess if I could stop by your constituency office, maybe a day. Although from what I'm hearing from your constituency, you're never in the constituency office. And they maybe they're lying on you. So I wake up this morning to people pointing out to me that you, Barry Padarath, calling my name in your mouth in interviews. So I want to invite you to do something for me, and I'm hoping that the people on the live are hearing me clearly because it's pretty noisy, pretty windy where I am. There is a file that was put together. Dave Tanku would have asked the accounts department in the Ministry of Finance, and I guess HR as well, in the Ministry of Finance to put together an entire file of information on me, right? And that file was given to Anand Ram Logan. I know that because I had sight of the email that Anand Ram Logan would have sent to a range of persons within the cabinet, 2 or 3 persons within the cabinet. So, and in that email, Anand would have indicated, or Anand's law firm, let me say lawyers from Anand's law firm, would have indicated what my contractual arrangements were. The file had all of my invoices, all of the payments that were made to me. It would have had all of my contracts with the Ministry of Finance, listing what my duties and responsibilities were as a consultant. You would have been able to see every single time there was a contract renewal. The file also indicates that the Ministry of Finance is still owing me money. And I remained as a consultant to the Ministry of Finance well into Dave Tanku's tenure as line minister, because Dave came on as line minister and I was still there, and I was paid for the period that Tanku was there as line minister. So, Barry, because I know you have the file, John Jeremy has the file, Dave Tanku has the file, Kamla Prasad Bissessa has the file, just release the file. Put the file in the public domain, and so that way you don't have to be calling my name in a vacuum. Because I know why you just call my name. Calling my name likely to give you the most resilient hard-on of your life. But put the file in the public domain, so that way people will see exactly what I was doing on behalf of the Ministry of Finance. They will also see what my experience and education levels are for the Ministry of Finance, because you can't be putting me up alongside Stark Grimes, Baby Teeth, Matara, Twiggy. You can't do that. That's an insult. It's a disrespect. Right? So put the file out there. Also, after you've put my file out there, because remember, I have my file too, right? And I also have the report that was sent on to Anand Ram Logan's law firm, that was then forwarded from Anand's law firm to the government, right, to the cabinet, so that Ole could decide how Ole was going to respond to Dave's budget 2026. Because let's not forget, the UNC's entire response to budget 2026 was Rhoda Barrett worked for the Ministry of Finance. That was Ole's response to what people had to say about budget 2026. When Dave come and hit me with tax after tax after tax and had nothing to say about the energy sector and about how Ole going to invigorate the energy sector, where Dave had literally nothing to say about the manufacturing sector and how Ole was going to help the manufacturing sector make money, because Ole's entire budget was based on the Americans giving Ole access to Dragon gas, and that has fallen through. So that's why Dave had nothing to say in his budget about how the government was going to be making money, which is why the economy is tanking and the energy sector is now collapsing, because Ole have no plans. So, after Ole decide that Ole's whole budget response was going to be, but Rhoda Barrett was working for the Ministry of Finance, which was never a secret. I made that very clear from the jump, that I was doing consultancy work with the Ministry of Finance. You all have the file. Ole had the whole file. I know when all they put the file together. I know when all they was circulating the file. I know when all they sit down and decide this is how we're going to respond to budget 2026 criticisms. Just put the file out in the public domain. And after you put my file out in the public domain, tell me about Kern Das, please. Because Kern here, there, and everywhere. And also, tell me about Ramhit. Because I'm hearing and I'm seeing that Motilal Ramhit also providing services to WASA, water truck services, and if I am not mistaken, pipe. So Barry, Ramhit giving you pipe, providing pipe for you. Just let the public know. Let the public know what is going on. Don't talk about things through one half of your mouth, one side of your mouth, piece of your mouth. You have the facts, put the facts out there. But make sure when you put the facts out there, you put the correct facts out there, because you know me. I just sit down set like a mappy for your backside. So if you're calling my name, call my whole government name and call it properly. Alright? Have yourselves a good day.